Greetings, I'm Lice.
And I am Scandal.
And let's purify a game together. Yes. All right, so that's our plan. So we got a little lost in our last episode, but we know a little bit more about where we're going now.
Aha!
We are trying to spoil ourselves. We just looked up a general map of the area, and we didn't look for it to tell us everything, just sort of so we could move the game forward.
A piece of silver flesh.
Okay, so what kind of flesh do the cows have?
I don't know.
And silver. It just.
Hello?
I would say you missed a turn there, dude.
That's fine. I don't think I need to worry. But
No, I just
didn't
because
know
you've
how-
been sort of taking all the turns you come across.
Oh, that's true.
Anyway, so it is lovely to see all of you
Yes,
again.
absolutely.
And welcome to Corona Times. Right now, the batter is successfully social distancing by standing great distances from the ghosts he is fighting.
These are good examples of social distance, healthy,
Yes.
health encouragement.
And if you've seen our Instagram, it is just a dead end, isn't it?
Oh,
No, it's a ghost end.
it's a ghost.
But
end.
see this good social distancing right there.
It's very appropriate. It means
Yes.
that if anybody is actually playing Final Fantasy VII, you definitely are also included. So it's an RPG joke. So if you're playing most early RPGs, especially JRPGs,
You stand way
you
back
really stand
and
like
flame
300.
things.
Everybody's like, "How are you? You're just attacking the air, huh?"
It's
You're like,
fine.
Yep, absolutely.
I just swing my sword in that general direction, and it's fine. Oh look, a chest.
2 luck tickets have
You know,
been found.
the tickets just keep reminding me of like the little carnival or fair tickets that you get, where they're like, here's $5 and you get 20 tickets, and you get to do
Right?
basically, and you're like, I have to do 20 activities. Then you realize that most of them cost 3 and 4 tickets, and you get to do like 4 things.
Oh God.
And you're just like, no. So
Honestly,
what did you do?
Carnivals are such a scam.
I mean, they are.
Like,
it's
God
true.
damn it, you guys! Like, people are like, "No, this thing, you
Ooh.
could do it." And I'm like, "But why? There's so."
Oh, hello.
What
What is that?
The switch is currently on. Flip the switch.
I would flip it.
Now
I was gonna
off.
say, the switch is now off.
What did we off ourselves for?
I don't know, but the game's called off, so maybe turning things off is appropriate.
Hey,
Ah!
let's do it.
Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm like, what are we doing? Who knows? All right. Well,
Right now we are batting our way to glory. I love
we're
it.
literally taking a bat to ghosts.
We are.
Just in case, but guys, if you have issues, just take a bat to your
Yes, you have so many ghosts haunting you. Get a bat, maybe a wiffle bat. Take it to them, and just solve all your. That was a really fast battle. Like,
it's
damn.
probably because we're in the dark, so the encounter rate's much higher.
Maybe.
So that's what this.
Are you sure? Because was that a light being on or something else being on? Because we
No,
were in
no.
the dark before.
Yeah, this is still the dark.
Adversaries have been purified. We are all very pure. I love how clearly, even in the low polygon, that he comes off across as like a baseball player.
Right?
Like, don't you need to go up? Isn't that where we need to go?
I don't know. I was going off the side because I missed the side one.
Oh, did you miss it?
I
Okay.
did. I haven't been off on this side
See
yet.
here, you haven't been off.
You
on
told
that.
me
Ha,
now.
ha, ha,
Well, I
ha.
can't get off on that.
Oh God! It's called off because you're going to go and get off.
Oh, what's
I
this?
don't know. Does it go through the wall?
Oh,
It goes through the wall.
Okay, so that seems like a way forward.
So like
Can
the
I-
paths do seem to
Oh.
indicate things. So what's this?
What is? Abaddon's meat.
I
Excellent. Now I'm gonna go get attacked again.
I
Goodbye.
love Abaddon's meat. I'm also curious, like, are all these meats raw meats? If I just opened a box and there was just a plap of meat in there, would I go, oh, this is sheep's meat. Oh, this is George meat. Oh, this is clearly Barbie meat. I mean, what do you?
Well, also what I'm curious about is also going like, okay, so, is there like just like a little tack stabbed into this meat?
Oh,
Oh,
look.
it's a dude.
I was gonna say. Look, see, they're also prepared for the coronavirus. They have their mask on.
Good job!
Yay!
Our social distancing though is a little,
Yeah, our distancing is bad.
yeah.
The characters are starting to pile up, aren't they?
Well, you're a little aware with your slightly off-kilter eyeballs.
Aren't they?
Pardon?
What I'm saying is that the average player doesn't need all these complicated and tedious dialogues. There should be more action and fewer questions. Less instruction. Shoot first, ask later.
Who are you?
Someone who has a better protective face mask than you.
no.
I'm Zashari. Oh, it's Zachary. I'm sorry, I thought it'd be far more interesting to say.
Oh, dang!
Zashari. I think I
Zashari.
like Zashari.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just going to call them Zashari.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Zashari, the traditional items merchant that's necessary to every video game. They really are.
A
friendly cat merchant.
I know exactly what's going on.
I'll often find myself in places you're going to visit. before you. That's great. They just randomly teleport. You're just doing something and poof, you're teleported somewhere like the genie summoned out of a lamp. And you realize that the player character or their their host will be here soon. So you just go ahead and set up shop as you poof in. Hopefully you weren't busy. You're like, well, I was eating dinner. Well, later, I suppose. It's fine.
Well, I was pooping.
I was going to say, well, I was in the bath. They're standing there. Zashari is there, and they're wearing the mask, and they're totally nude with bubbles on. They're like, I was in the bath before I was summoned. It's fine.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I hate it.
I appreciate that your timing is such as this. But enough talk. I'm not one of those protagonists you have to listen to for hours. So why not let me see the color of your credits? Pay me. I want you to pay me. Name and lights, pay me. Sister and the mic, pay me.
Well, okay, so we have lots of tickets. Mollux
Here's
meat.
what I have
an eye.
at the moment. A herald bat.
Herald
Is
bat.
that a better bat?
I have that already.
Oh, you already have a herald bat?
We do not have, however, Aura of Justice.
But it says 1, 2 for the batter. Wait.
How
do you know if you have one or not? What tells you?
The E? The equipped.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yes.
Okay, well, how do I know? They have a symbol.
Here, let me show you what I mean. I'll show you, because I actually looked at this.
I didn't know this piece.
So, equipment. So, on turn, we have an herald bat.
We do.
So, I saw this while I was grinding.
Okay, well, you see.
So, we have an audacious symbol.
Ka-chang! Just comes up to someone, just like band instruments, choing, chong, chong, just striking the cymbals.
Sure, so let's just get a couple of Auras of Justice, I guess?
What do they do?
I don't know. They have defensive equipment.
You should buy a tunic. Maybe it's armor.
Nicholas Tunic?
It should be the bad armor. Your first character's bad armor.
Radius Epidermis.
Oh, that sounds like armor too. I'm for it. What else have we got?
That's it?
Yeah, because usually right at the beginning they don't offer you much. Your haircut is wild, dude.
All right, so let's
individual person. We're gonna put on a skin.
Nope.
Maybe.
Okay, so defense, Aura of Justice,
Nicholas Tunic, and
do we have anything here?
we can't wear the skin.
All right,
try special. I would say, was special a thing?
Hang on.
Oh, can we put? They can have an epidermis. They get the epidermis. It's a radius because they're a circle. A radius epidermis.
I they had to think about it very hard, going no.
A radius epidermis. We put a circular skin on our hula hoop. That's not weird.
Hi,
it's fine.
Who?
What? How? Where did you come from?
I come from the smoke mines.
But how? What? But that's impossible. Not a single lamp works in there. You can't. I radiate. Yes.
Faith guides my steps.
I radiate.
And only I can see it. So therefore it only works for me.
I have dark vision because I have a D&D character and it's fine.
Yes.
You thought dark vision was only for, evil-aligned characters and night elves and such. Well, you know what? You're wrong. Batters have it too.
You're wrong.
What's your alignment? Batter? Faith.
My mission is to purify the mines, but it doesn't seem that the phantoms are particularly numerous.
But it'd seem the specters?
Where am I here?
Ooh, look.
Oh, no, more.
I love these old illustrations.
They're so
amazing.
good.
That looks like a factory. You are here at the Plastic Administration of
Sachitata?
Sashihata.
Sashihata.
Just do a Sashihata and you'll impress them right away.
And you're gonna go ching 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 Sashihata bata woo. Got the Shahawajata. Everybody got the wata.
So somebody going, so I need dating advice. Just stand in front of them and Sashihata and you'll have it.
And they'll be like, I'm so impressed, I don't even know what happened.
It's like a maneuver, I tell you. In the north of Zone 1. So plastic is another element, so it's metal, smoke, and plastic, maybe?
It adds so much.
These are beautiful. Our work consists of filling in forms. Afterwards, we package them and wrap them up with string to send them to brown paper packages tied up in...
There's also brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
All right. we package them and wrap them up with string to send them to the courier.
The pointless
service.
behavior. This is what we're doing. We're sort of echoing
It
something.
doesn't. Why we're doing the forms? We're just doing forms.
It's like the thing with the coronavirus. A bunch of people going, actually, there's not really much of a reason for us to either to go into work or have this job at all. Shock.
Most of these jobs are unnecessary, but we do them because we're used to doing them.
And also that people go, but you need to have a type of employ. And what employ looks like is a type of work that has to do this because, well...
And what's exciting for everyone is going, oh, but you know, if we create a useless object that kids want to buy as a fad right now, that creates jobs, so that's important. And I don't want to, dismiss children's happiness here, but children can be made happy without 900 little, rubber band wrist things.
And it's the same thing for adults. It's actually not
Yes.
just exclusively a child thing at all. And in some ways, particularly here in the US, there is a huge, massive materialism culture that is extremely devastating to a lot of people and eats away people's lives like crazy.
And
we have
unfortunately-
hoarder shows for a reason. It's
Okay.
bad.
And unfortunately, the doctrine socially is that you want to put money as your first priority because money is your survival. I talked about this briefly before, but basically, if you've got fight or flight, if you've got a survival instinct, society and capitalism teaches you that money is survival. That is literally your ticket, whether it's to buy your way out of a medical crisis, whether it's to buy your way out of a housing crisis, whether it's to buy your way out of having a gun in your face. That money is the ticket to all safety. And so people make really interesting decisions around money when that is life.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we are.
Aha!
Courier service.
Courier service. Oh, yeah, yes.
Yes. There, they ship the packages. In exchange, we receive parcels full of plastic. We fill out paperwork and then send the paperwork, and we get plastic.
Fascinating.
So far we have plastic, metal, and smoke. There's a lot of liquid plastic that comes from our lakes and
That forms.
oceans. That forms our lakes and
Ooh.
oceans. That's what they are. You're not drowning in water, you're drowning in plastic.
Wow, that is wild.
And then there is solid plastic used to make various objects. Metal makes objects.
Right,
Plastic
it makes objects. What?
Here, Dad,
Objects.
here's an object.
I love this thing of going, yes, this is how this works, right? In society. And actually, when you really break it down, so I've actually noticed this sometimes, even in the work that I've ever done growing up over the years, of being like, there's a lot of people who literally don't really know what the heck they're doing. They're just kind of trying to perform an action to get a thing done in order to, in this case, like for example, just get the money, to get the survival, to get the whatever.
So there's a lot of basically inherited beliefs or inherited understandings that go unexamined. There's this one story that I loved. It was in Reader's Digest years and years ago because my great-grandma used to get Reader's Digest, and I would always read the joke sections. And basically there was, I'll try and wrap this up really quickly, but there was a story where a young woman was going to host Thanksgiving at her house for the first time. And if you're in America, Thanksgiving is essentially contextually for everybody. I know there's a lot of history around it, but functionally for most people, it's just a big food holiday.
Right.
Like, that's not the history of it, but that's what it is right now for most people.
Yes.
So pardon me for mentioning a sore subject for anybody, I apologize. But in reference to that, she was going to host the Thanksgiving meal at her house for the first time. She was really excited about it because she had become an adult, she had a place of her own, she was inviting her whole family there, right? So her mom comes over to help, and her daughter takes the turkey out of the freezer, puts it in the sink to thaw, and puts a strainer over it. And her mom goes, "Why are you putting a strainer over the turkey?" And her daughter gets very flustered because she's trying to do this big thing she's never done before that's important to her family. And she's like, "Well, Mom, you always did it that way." And her mom just stares at her and says, "Yes, but you don't have a cat." So a lot of us do things without knowing why we do them
love
at
that.
all. We model our parents, we model our coworkers, we model other people in society, we model our icons occasionally. We might even use turns of phrase that the only reason we use them is because we've heard someone else use them and we feel that's why. And so we don't really think about it. Anyway, I love that story. It's an essential element, the first among 4 elements.
So
yes! So
smoke-
plastic is the first most important one. Smoke is the first
plastic,
most important one.
metal.
is the first most important one.
Smoke, plastic, metal, and we have one
something
more.
else.
Something
Ooh.
else.
All right. Let's find out why it's the most important one. I want you to elaborate. The other 2 told us why it's the most important one. Here we go. Because without plastic, the world would be limitless, and people would just keep walking and walking without ever stopping.
We're literally saying we're trying to have plastic because that way there's water, so it gets in the way.
Or because there's limits then. So then people people would have structure and limitations. So a lot of people get freaked out when they realize they really can do absolutely anything at all. And they really go, but if I can do absolutely anything at all, what should I be doing?
Yes.
What should I choose? Sometimes adults have that problem when either they get, like now during the coronavirus, a bunch of unexpected time off of work. And it can be very helpful going, I have a limitation, I have to stay in my house. But if you didn't have that limitation and you were suddenly just without work and without, restriction on your time for 2 weeks, what would you do with your time? And some people would go, oh, well, I would clean the house. Oh, well, I would go visit relatives. And other people go, but what's the priority? What am I supposed to do?
Right.
So this person is going, structure and limits help people figure out where to spend their time. That is how I interpret that.
Yes.
All right. They would never stop walking. But you hunt the specters. Really?
Yes. I'm purifying this zone.
I feel like it's super skeptical. Like, really?
That sounds like a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah, I don't believe it for a second. Hi. The specters. I know where they come from. They all come from the Postal Service.
Oh,
yes!
Really?
Amazing.
That sounds
We're going to have this game wrapped up in 2 minutes. They're just like 4 elements, and then you kill the lead specter, and you're done. Here's the queen. I hate you. I'll kill you. Purified. Done.
Excellent.
That's the game of off. Poof.
The Postal Service.
That's where we take care of sending and the packaged forms. Probably behind this elevator, or through this elevator, or ride the elevator. How would you describe with the use of the elevator, but beyond this point? Anyway, the problem is that I can't grammar it properly. I mean, nobody can remember the floor where it's found. We don't know where the Postal Service is, where we do what we do. My office is in the basement because there's no more space on the stories above, I suppose. Oh, that is someone that's been shoved off into a corner going, I guess.
Takes a lift.
It's because it's not allowed.
Oh my
wow.
God!
So, I imagine we're going to find 5 numbers somewhere, and then we're going to use them here. That's my guess. Yes?
I don't remember any 5 numbers at all.
Was that first puzzle no, that was 6 numbers.
No, that was a lot longer.
I would say it was 1, 2, 3. I think it was 6 numbers. Anyway, so at some point we'll have to figure this out. Do you want to go to the basement and see his lovely office?
This is the basement.
Oh.
The basement is 0. We are on 0.
Oh, well.
Basement, ground floor.
And then
roof.
that's your location. Do you want to try the roof?
Sure.
Sure. That is a tall building. Can you type in?
Nope, I have to actually
Oh,
scroll.
you have to scroll. Lovely. It's like one of those rolling combination locks.
Oh,
Flick, flick,
God,
flick, flick.
it's so long.
That's so. Oh.
Aye.
Look, it's a cat.
Hey,
Excellent.
Judge.
Ha. I think I remember this snarky, judgy voice. I'll try. By Jove, you again. You are decidedly everywhere. One could even believe you were following me. Yet your footsteps have not deceived you, for you are here in a place that could certainly use sacred blows from your holy bat. So we're going to get off and perform sacred blows. All right,
I told you I needed to get a couple of blows in.
I'll say this is what the game is about. All right, we got this. Perhaps you are already aware of this, but it happens to be that the floor housing this administration's postal service is haunted by ectoplasms. It would be most judicious to find the story where all these intangible monsters arise from post haste in order to slay them, purify them, remove them. But could it be that this task is too arduous for your narrow mind?
Oh, God.
I just feel that hat constricts your thinking powers so much.
Feels like also you just don't care. You're not into subtlety.
In which case, I might perhaps be able to provide you with advice.
No thanks, or some help would be welcome. We actually have a choice.
For us, I think help would be welcome because we don't know what we're doing.
It's true.
Since we're trying to show other people the game, it would be preferable, in my opinion, to not get
spend
lost for 900 years. Open widely your ears and listen well, for I will not say this twice, not even amidst the most pathetic please. So this is players. If you don't get it the first time, take notes because you're not getting it again. All right. One of the 4 rooms on the ground floor, the employees inside seem to be trained under particular directives. Additionally, if there was a choice to be made, I would choose the lowercase over the uppercase. Should we be writing this down?
Maybe.
That is all. So, a room with 4 employees.
Sorry, we're keeping notes.
And if given the choice, you choose the lowercase over the uppercase. That's what I got.
Yep, that's what I heard.
All right, so we have a riddle. So, will a final verdict soon be reached? Numerous employees are certainly in need of your muscular wrist.
Oh dear.
Look at your little dancing there in the rain.
All right, take
la,
the
la, 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 la,
left.
with the falling plastic.
So we're just going to go back to O to 0.
O to O to O to O. Annex offices.
Oh.
In the mine.
Wait, what?
What?
I said in the basement that was what was there, so...
Yeah, but I don't think you're already in the basement.
Huh.
So do you want to take it to floor 1, the ground floor?
Sure, why not?
Go to the ground floor, my dude, see what happens.
Whoop, wrong direction.
There's a wrong lever!
I got the
Why
wrong
do we even have that lever?
Oh, dear.
Oh, here we go. So this is where we're looking for people that are trained particularly. With a room with 4 employees. So which one has 4 employees in it? That one has 4. Do they all have 4?
That's 5.
That's
2, 4,
6.
6.
Only one of
2,
them has
4,
4.
5.
So here we go. We can get our information here, I hope. Oh.
Form 28401, stamp 24848.
All right.
Okay.
Form 73634, stamp 52978.
Oh dear. Are we looking for repeating numbers or something?
I have no idea.
Form 7789, stamp 46631.
Okay. Is this going to be like a complicated number puzzle?
Form 95110, stamp 97492.
All right.
Hang on. So stamp. Okay.
I'll say, do they count up or down? Anyways, let's talk to the other employees and come back to this room.
All right.
I would think, and then
Sure,
we
let's
could wrap this up and figure it out off screen if we so need to. Okay, no, it is really just. But they have different quantities of numbers. Did only one of them have the right number of numbers? Yeah, because it's 6 numbers, isn't it?
10258. 10258.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem right. So.
All right, so shall we puzzle out this puzzle and come back to this?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, it has been lovely playing with
Yes.
all of you. We've been excited to have you. Welcome to the great indoors with as many coronavirus references as we can shove into a video game while we play during this self-quarantine shelter-in-place time. And if you would like to support us or whatever we do, we have a Patreon, we have a Ko-Fi, or just like, comment, subscribe, and share. Don't share like aggressively, but if you know someone who might be interested in some of our stuff.
It's stamped because it's the only one, because it's lowercase, not the uppercase, it's the lowercase, so go stamp 393.
And that is the only one that's a lowercase word.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's do this thing then.
Absolutely. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, please feel free to check out our Ko-Fi or our Patreon. We have links down below. It's going to be fabulous. So thank you for joining us. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And
it was great playing with you. Bye!